Greetings everyone, welcome to the channel. We are the Lion Gaming crew, and in this Season 27 Diablo 3 build guide video, we're going to be taking a look at the new and improved Ina's Mantra set, codenamed Insight. So yeah, first we're going to go over the gear, we're going to quickly go over the skills, we're going to touch on the follower, touch on Paragon, and then wrap the video up with some gameplay. So grab a drink, grab a snack, get comfortable, and enjoy. So here we go, let's jump right on into this build guide, shall we? So for our main weapon right here, we're picking up the first piece of the Shenlong's Spirit Fist weapon. So it's the Shenlong's Fist of Legend, dealing over 2 million damage with a crap ton of affixes on there. It's got critical hit damage, critical hit chance, poison damage, regular damage, and percent damage. It is infused with the Gem of Ease, so you're going to get 8,000 experience per kill. It has the death blow thing, so when you kill an enemy, you deal the damage done by the death blow to all enemies within 25 yards. Pets and followers cannot trigger this effect. And it has the new Sanctified affix, which reads, all Way of the 100 Fist combo punches use the second stage combo punch. Consecutive hits from Way of the 100 Fists increases its damage by 2%, but it has max 350 stacks. Cooldown of all skills, 40.9%, and resource cost reduction, 27.1%. We have the 2-piece set bonus right here, which reads, the damage of your spirit generators is decreased by 2% for each point of spirit you have. When reaching maximum spirit, all damage is increased by 350%, but you no longer passively regenerate spirit, and 65 spirit is drained every second until you run out of spirit. This is a level 1 Primal Ancient set fist weapon. Moving on to the first piece of the Ina's Mantra set, codenamed Insight. Stacking dexterity, it's got resist all elements, it's got life per hit, critical hit damage, critical hit chance, and grants 14 spirit per critical hit, which is nice. It is augmented for that 750 additional dexterity, 5.1% chance to freeze on hit, and it has another affix on there. Killing an elite enemy reduces all your active cooldowns by 5 seconds. On top of all of that, you're getting 19% resource cost reduction, and we have the 6-piece set bonus, but you're going to need to cube the Ring of Royal Grandeur. The 2-piece and 4-piece set bonus are shown on screen right here, but you guys probably already know what this does, so let's just move right on to the shoulders. This is, I know I'm going to pronounce this wrong, I'm going to try my best though, the Liquify. That's the only time I'm going to say it. I'm not going to say it again. I suck at pronouncing. I'm sorry, okay? But yeah, it's got basically the same thing as the glove, stacking dexterity, resist all elements, percent critical hit damage, percent critical hit chance, life per hit, 14 spirit per critical hit, augmented for dexterity. You get 17,376 life after each kill. Again, that 5.1% chance to freeze on hit, and Cyclone Strike reduces your damage taken by 50% for 5 seconds. Again, resource cost reduction is coming in at 19%, and this is a level 1 rare shoulders. For the chest piece, the second piece of the Ina's Mantra set, codenamed Insight, it has over 9,000 dex, counting the augment, so really, really good in my eyes. It's got critical hit damage and critical hit chance, resist all elements, increased attack speed, percent damage, life per hit, chance to freeze on hit, and you get 38,625 life from health potions and globes. 19% on the resource cost reduction again, and it is a level 1 Primal Ancient set chest armor. Now to the helm. This is the fun part. This is the Ina's Radiance helm with socketed 3 soul shards in there, guys. We did it again, just like the Barbarian build shown yesterday. Now this can only be had in seasonal gameplay, but we're going to be trying to make a lot more of these builds that utilize the 3 soul shards because it nets us more affixes, which means just more fun and more, you know, just more stuff we can put on the overall builds. So like you get 1,000 to all stats, you get increased move speed after killing an elite pack and picking up a health globe. You also cast a devastating ring of fire after killing 100 enemies. Killing an elite enemy pulls all enemies within 40 yards to where the elite died. Your cooldowns are increased by 25%. For every skill on cooldown, you take 12.5% reduced damage and deal 12.5% increased damage. Oh my god, there's so much. I don't know if I want to read all this, guys. There's just so much, man. There's so much. But you guys get it, man. There is a lot on here. On top of all of that, 52.1% for the cooldown of all skills and the resource cost reduction, and 45% damage to the enemies. Very nice, man. Very, very nice. And this is a level 1 Primal Ancient set Spirit Stone. Moving on to the amulet. This is a level 1 rare amulet, the PvP amulet to be exact, buffing all main stats, giving you 11,000 damage. It's got cold, fire damage, percent increased attack speed, percent critical hit chance, life per hit, 100% damage to all monk skills. It's augmented for 750 dexterity, 160% gold from monsters. Gold health pickup radius is increased by 30 yards. It ignores durability loss, so you never have to worry about losing it to the blacksmith. You get the same move speed increases shown on the helm, and consecutive hits to enemies increases damage by 10% up to 100%, along with all of the other bonuses from the gems, so very, very good. The most important one here is at the bottom. On receiving fatal damage, spawn a shadow clone that prevents your death, restores your health to 35%, and grants plus 225 all resist to all party members while it is active. The shadow only lasts 15 seconds. 56.9% for the cooldown of all skills, 52.1% for the resource cost reduction, 75% damage to the enemies, and that 25% movement speed bonus. Moving on to the bracers. These are the Warshan Arm Guards, codenamed Insight. Every time you destroy a wreckable object, you gain a short burst of speed. Pretty much identical to the chest, shoulders, and gloves though, so we don't really need to touch too much on there. Cooldown of all skills, 10%, resource cost reduction, 19%, and finally 15% damage to the enemies. For the offhand, this is the second piece of the Shenlong's Spirit Fist weapons. Just having a bunch of affixes on there. It's got regular damage, cold, fire, percent damage, percent attack speed, percent critical hit damage, and critical hit chance. You get 47,000 life per hit, augmented for dexterity, and you get the same 2 movement speed increases. And it also has Casting Wave of Light, now summons a bell at the target location that deals damage when any player attacks the bell. Up to 5 bells can be active at one time. It's there if you want to use it. We're going to utilize it a little bit in this build, but we're mainly focused on the fist one. Reduces cooldown of all skills by 27.1%, 10% for the resource cost reduction, and 15% damage to the enemies. The first ring we have right here is the Immortal Ring with the gold health pickup radius set for 70 yards, bringing the grand total to 100 yards. You get 200% damage to all monk skills, regular percent damage, 5,000 dex, 60% increased attack speed, 90% life, and yeah, ignores durability loss, 1,000 to all stats. Very, very nice indeed, and all of the other bonuses from the gems themselves. 74.6% on the reduced cooldown of all skills, 34.4% on the resource cost reduction, and chance to deal 120% area damage on hit, and 45% damage to the enemies. The second ring is the 1 billion physical scale damage ring. This one is stacking a bunch of damage with 2,400% damage, 15,000 to 16,000 regular damage, and you also get that 200% damage to all monk skills. It also ignores durability loss, has the same movement speed increases, as well as the consecutive hits to enemies increases the damage by 10% up to 100%. Then you get all of the other bonuses from the actual gems themselves. 71.7% on the cooldown of all skills, 65.1% on the resource cost reduction, and 60% damage to the enemies. Moving on to the boots. These are the crudest boots, codenamed Insight, with the perk on there. Mystic Ally summons 2 Mystic Allies that fight by your side. They deal 200% increased damage and are able to attack with their active forms longer. 10% for the reduced cooldown of all skills, 19% for that resource cost reduction, and 15% damage to the enemies. It also has 160% extra gold for monsters, and pretty much the same stuff as the gloves, shoulders, and chest. Moving on to the pants, again, identical to the boots, so we don't really need to talk too much about there. It's got some percent damage, dexterity, yeah, you guys get it. So moving right on into the belt, this is the last piece of the Ina's Mantra set, codenamed Insight. Pretty cool. It has 3 passives on there: Seize the Initiative, Momentum, and Determination passive, with cooldown of all skills both being at 10%, as well as the resource cost reduction, and that 15% damage to the enemy bonus. This is a level 1 Primal Ancient set belt. Now, for the fun part, guys, we made it to the fun part. These skills. Primary ability, we're picking up Way of the 100 Fists with the Rune Wind Force Flurry. Now, this is a very fun skill. Trust me, when we get into the gameplay, you guys will see why we chose that. For the main damage dealing attack, these both right here are basically, actually these 3 are going to be main damage dealing attacks, but it's just Wave of Light with the Rune Wall of Light. Square ability in the Focus skill tree, we're going to be picking up Cyclone Strike with the Rune Implosion. Triangle ability, again in that Focus skill tree, we're picking up Mystic Ally with the Rune Water Ally. Circle ability, again in that Focus skill tree, we're going to be picking up Epiphany with the Rune Soothing Mist. And finally, for that mobility skill in the Technique skill tree, we're picking up Dashing Strike with the Rune Quicksilver. Passives are as follows: Fleet-Footed, the Guardian's Path, Chant of Renaissance, and Beacon of Vitar. Q powers being Flesh Rake, Sauge Krin's Gaze, I know I slaughtered that, and Ring of Royal Grandeur. Touching on Paragon, we don't have any Paragon distributed, but you guys can feel free to fill this in as you see fit. For the follower, we are rocking the Scoundrel. He is rocking the Ethereal Windforce Bow, with the rest of it being the Enigma set. Very, very good indeed. So with all of that gone over, everything, let's jump into some gameplay. I cannot wait to show you guys this build, man. It is absolutely cracked. It can really definitely hit sub-minute riffs over and over and over again. Utilizing the Way of the 100 Fists and your Dashing Strike with your Cyclone Strike, you're basically just a walking tank. And yeah, it's very mobile. It's very, very deadly. You're basically just utilizing your Dashing Strike, Cyclone Strike, and your Way of the 100 Fists, basically all at the same time. So you're going to want to press all of the buttons at the exact same time. It just deals massive damage. It allows you to clear rifts very, very quickly. Before I shot this video, I did like 3 to 4 sub-minute runs back to back, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is perfect. I was gonna go back to the computer to make some adjustments, but I really didn't even see the need to really add or change anything. I mean, it's perfect the way it is. It deals crap ton of damage. It's very like, just the rate of that you can cast your spells and stuff like that. I mean, it's totally cracked, guys. Like, if we didn't spawn super far away from the Rift Guardian, we would have hit a sub-minute, but we literally got it right on that minute mark, and you can get it even faster. I think my top time using this exact build is, I think, 51 seconds, I believe. It's on the leaderboards if you guys want to check that out. Before we wrap this video up, though, I do want to show the final numbers. So we're going to go back to town, we're going to talk to Auric, we're going to close the rift, and then I'm going to show the final numbers, because this new recipe that we are using to assemble these builds is very, very cool, and it adds a lot to the build. So here we go. So for our damage, we are dealing 787 billion damage with an armor score of 133,000, dex score of 107,000. Not too bad. Damage increased by skills, 60%. Bonus damage to elites, 315%. Attacks per second, 5. Attack speed increase, 15%. Critical hit chance and critical hit damage both capped at their respective values. Area damage is at 120%. Cooldown reduction, 99.56%. Ooh wee baby! Physical damage increases at 1 billion from the 1 billion physical skill damage ring. Dodge chance is at 35%. Damage reduction, 97.45%. Resistances are a little low. They're at 87%, but they're not bad though. Moving on down into the life stuff. Total life bonus, 185%. Life per second, 291,000. Life per kill, 17,000. Life per hit, 383,000. And health globe healing bonus, 38,000. Bonus to gold/globe radius set for 100 yards. And the spirit cost reduction is at 99.13%, with spirit regeneration per second at 20. Moving down, movement speed 35%, gold find 480%, magic find 150%, and bonus experience per kill 8,000. You guys will see, as a lot of this stuff from our previous builds to the newer builds, a lot of these areas are filled in. Like down here with the gold find and magic find, that wasn't on any of our previous builds. We finally got the spirit cost reduction up to 99%, which is very, very good. Bonus to gold/globe radius is set for 100 yards. It went up from 70 yards, which is very good. So yeah, a lot of improvements make for an overall better build with more consistency and just a lot more fun. So I really think you guys are going to enjoy these newer builds that we're coming out with. Now, they only can be had in seasonal, but we probably will make variants of these not using the 3 soul shards in the helm for non-seasonal as well. So stay tuned for that. If y'all enjoyed this video, definitely let me know by either hitting it with a like or even jumping in the Discord and leaving me some feedback on the Diablo chat. And finally, if you guys are looking for any of the gear shown in this video, it is going to be given away for absolutely free. You just have to hit that link in the description, sign up for Discord if you're not already a member, and hit that file downloads channel and download the free seasonal save file. We do have a 20k Paragon variant and a no Paragon variant, so it's your choice. Pick whichever one you want. And with that, man, I really hope to catch you all in another video coming out soon. Thank you again all for watching, and really quick, if you made it all the way till the end, you're an absolute legend, and I really appreciate your support. So I really hope to catch y'all in another video coming out soon. Stay safe, stay happy, and last but not least, stay gaming, my friends. Lion Gaming Crew, signing out.